Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's new GTA 5 Online video, Rockstar has released the new GTA Online weekly update featuring all new bonuses, discounts, rare and removed vehicles, limited time items, rewards, and more. There's a lot to talk about, but today we're going to be focusing in on all of the biggest and most major changes that Rockstar brought into the game for this week in GTA Online, because we have some excellent opportunities. We're going to be highlighting them today, and you definitely don't want to miss out on them. So let's get started. Let's start off this week talking about some of the free rewards you can get. So sort of a continuation from last week, we have a reward that you get for purchasing the Classy Park Ranger Emergency Class Vehicle on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, or of course PC Enhanced. Last week you should have gotten the Summer Park Ranger outfit. This week you're getting the Winter Park Ranger outfit, and it comes with a tie. So if you already own the Park Ranger, I don't think you need to buy another. You just need to own it now at this point. You should get that reward within 72 hours. That's how it works in Red Dead Online. If you already own the item that Rockstar tells the player base to buy for a reward, then you should just get it, but just a little bit delayed because Rockstar's servers need to register you have it. Then they deposit the reward in your account and wardrobe. So I hope that's the way it works in GTA, but maybe they want you to buy another. That would be really lame. But either way, that's one reward you can get for this week. The other is Oktoberfest rewards. These are available for the next couple weeks here. Log into the game and you'll be rewarded with the Alpine outfit as well as the Pisswasser festive beer hat. Also, if you log in until October the 8th, you'll be rewarded with the red and black Pisswasser t-shirt, and you'll also get a limited time Pisswasser livery for the Eberhard Titan 250D aircraft. So you can throw on a really cool limited time rare and exclusive livery on a massive airplane that just released this year in GTA. When it comes to this week's bonuses here in GTA Online, let's check it out, because the dispatch work on double money or 4 times with GTA Plus is continuing, but we have other incredible opportunities, and this is why you're going to want to own a bail office for this week. Even if you don't plan on ever running this business again, you can make all your money back that you spent on this business plus way more this week if you just give it a try. And honestly, it's a pretty fun business. So all bail office bounties, whether they're the blue standard free roam bounties or the red most wanted targets that you can do once a day, both of these are paying out double money and double RP, or 4x if you have GTA Plus. So with the normal most wanted targets, you can see you're making between probably $240,000 to $260,000 on double money. So call it on average 250K or 500K with 4 times money if you have GTA Plus. The standard free roam bounties, you could do 3 of these per hour. They normally pay 30 to 40K, so with double money, they're paying 60 to 80K. Or with 4 times money, $120,000 to $160,000. I'm gonna have a money guide going into detail on this business, how to run it, how to maximize, your efficiency with it and make tons of money, because these missions are just like the dispatch work. You could do them in less than 5 minutes most of the time, unless you get extremely unlucky with Sandy Shores or Paleto Bay Bounty RNG. But if you're doing them in the city, then obviously they're faster missions. You can get these done in less than 5 minutes. Most wanted target is still good to do just once a day anyway. And with 500K per mission with 4 times money, I mean, isn't that insane? You're making $3.5 million this week on most wanted targets, or of course, even $1,750,000 on 2 times money. So that's just honestly incredible. We also have double money and double RP on their Pursuit series, double money and double RP on Hunting Pack, plus double money and double RP continuing on Wildlife Photography, or 4x if you have GTA Plus, plus triple money and RP on the Community Race series in the Community Jobs section of your jobs menu. So lots of different stuff. The weekly challenge for this week is basically the same as last with a different reward. So if you do another 3 dispatch work missions, you'll make your 100K again for the weekly challenge. So super fast and easy. But this time, instead of the summer LSPD officer outfit, you're getting the winter LSPD officer outfit, and it comes with a tie this time. So different bit of a weekly challenge reward. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, your Lucky Wheel podium vehicle for the week is this absolutely beautiful Albany VSTR, which has really good acceleration. It's rear-wheel drive, but it still has a great launch. It's really good just for like police chases. If you want to race with it, it holds its own pretty well. Handling, I would say, is a little bit more on the balance side. Like, there's nothing absolutely game-breaking, but it's still very solid. Steering's pretty responsive. Feels a bit heavy in the corners. Solid top speed for a sedan, but it's not going to be record-setting. Durability is probably just average as well. It's not really built for heavy combat or things like that. If you crash into a car going really fast, you will slow down a lot. It doesn't carry a bunch of that momentum through the crash. Good customization options, especially at the LS car meet for some extra looks. And, it doesn't feature Imani tech or anything armor-wise, but still a strong choice, I would say, from a pure performance perspective. So let's spin the lucky wheel, see if we can unlock it for this week. I already have one. I have it customized absolutely beautifully. I probably should have shown it off in this video in the intro. I was wondering what car to use, but Either way, are we gonna spin right past her, or are we gonna land on it? No way! No way! No! Oh my god, 50K. I will take the $50,000. We did just get robbed. Imagine if we won the podium vehicle day 1, 2 weeks in a row. That would be just insane. Also, while you're here, don't forget about your daily visitor chips at the cashier. As you can see, we are here at the LS car meet checking out the prize ride for this week, which is the Obey Tailgater S. It's a really nice car, but check out the prize ride challenge. It's kind of unique. I don't know if we've seen this before, but I don't remember the last time we saw this challenge. So you need to win LS car meet series races. Oh, for 3 days in a row. Okay. With the weekly update news that we got early from, you know, various sources like CGH or GTA series videos, they just said you had to win 3 in a row, so I was expecting all on the same day. So it's just win once a day, 3 days in a row, which, you know, depending on the type of player you are, you may just want to get it done in one day. Maybe you don't have time to play GTA for 3 days in a row to get this, but nonetheless, this is a vehicle you should pursue for the week. You get really strong traction with this car, especially for this also being rear-wheel drive. It's really good. You can remain totally stable under pressure, I would say. Good enough top speed. Predictable handling. What else can I say about that? It's just good in those aspects as well. Acceleration wise, this is where I have to deduct some points. It's not sluggish, but it feels sluggish because it's just on the heavier side, especially for this small of an Audi. It's going to struggle against other LS Tuner vehicles that are lighter and smaller, like the Calico, like the Jester RR, like the Comet S2. Braking's pretty solid here. Understeer shows up a little bit if you're absolutely bombing a corner. And I would say if you crash, durability is good enough. You know, it's solid as well just for using at the finale of an auto-shopped robbery contract. Let's check out our vehicle discounts for this week here in GTA. First, I want to go over some of the new ones that we have specifically for this week, because of course we're continuing on with what Rockstar is calling the Neighborhood Watch event, or basically, you know, it's a cops week here in GTA. So we have all of the police vehicles on discount again. We'll review those a little bit later, but first I want to go through the new discounts for this week, etc., because the actual police vehicles are continuing for a second week, so they're not necessarily brand new discounts. So first, we have this Pfister Comet Safari. You can get it for 30% off or $497,000. Next up, the Nagasaki Outlaw is also 30% off. You can get this for $887K or $665,000 with the trade price. Been a while since we've seen this on discount, but the Vapid Slam Truck is 30% off. You can get this for $917,000. We also have the Declassy Hot Ring Sabre on discount, $581K full price or $435 to $436K with the trade price this week. On Legendary Motorsport, the Nagasaki Strider's 30% off. You can get this for $469,000 or $351K with the trade price. And then on Warstock, we also have a discount on the Eberhard Titan 250D for $2,739,000 at 30% off this week. All body armor in the game is 30% off, so if you're at your agency, make sure to stock up there, or of course continue to waste time going to Ammunition. And then we have all the police vehicles to talk about. So that would of course be 15% off the Western Police Bike here for $3.1 million. We have the Coquette D10 Pursuit. This is a police car you can get for 25% off or $3.161 million. The Willard Outreach Faction is 25% off. You can get it for $3.1 million or $2.334 million with the trade price. Cara Pursuit, $3 million sale price. You can get this vehicle for 25% off. The Dominator FX Interceptors, 35% off, $2.4 million. Impaler LX Cruiser, 35% off, $2.34 million. And the Terminus Patrol is also a vehicle that's 25% off for $2.882 million this week. Next up, the Greenwood Cruiser from Bravado is 35% off for $2.393 million. The Dorado Cruiser is 35% off for $2.439 million. The Impaler SZ Cruiser is 35% off for $2.3 million. And the Gauntlet Interceptor is $2.642 million at 35% off for this week in GTA. We have two more police cars, the Unmarked Cruiser from Stanier as well as the Stanier LE Cruiser. This is $2.286 million at 35% off, and the Unmarked Cruiser is also a vehicle that's $1.9 million at 35% off for this week. Here at the salvage yard for this week in GTA, let's check out our vehicle robberies. Of course, as you can see, we don't have any claimable vehicle for the week. So let's start off talking about the standard range vehicle, which is this Dinka Conjo SJ. You could steal it as part of the Duggan robbery for the week. Then the Benefactor Sterling GT is this week's mid-range vehicle. You could steal it as part of the McToney robbery. And then the Inus Stafford. I'm not sure why this is top range and not the Benefactor Sterling GT, but either way, the Inus Stafford is this week's top range vehicle featured in the cargo ship robbery. We have not seen this robbery that much recently. We only saw it once a couple weeks ago, and the time before that was like 7 or 8 weeks before that, right around the time Money Fronts came out. So it's been a while since we've seen cargo ship robbery actually being in the rotation. So if you want to play that one and, you know, get some career challenges done or the bonus objectives or whatever you got to do on enhanced of why players want to play the cargo ship robbery, this is definitely the week to at least do that one. Here is where things get a little bit funky for the week, ladies and gentlemen. Check out the test drive vehicles we have. We have 2 bikes as well as a car. So let's check out the car first. This is the Vapid Retinue, the Mark 1 essentially, not the Mark 2. With this, you get really good speed and handling, especially off-road. It's lightweight, you get a nice balanced power delivery. It's kind of like a cool retro style rally car. That's going to complement its performance pretty well. I think it's fun to drive, it's pretty good. The only downside is you are very prone to tipping over on uneven surfaces, and like what rally car do you want to constantly be flipping over with? Probably not this one, but nonetheless, if you do want to pick it up, $615,000 purchase price right here. Next up, this bike right here is the LCC Innovation. Do you guys remember this bike from GTA 4? Well, in this game, it's a million times better. But this bike is also better than a lot of other bikes in this game as well, because the physics in GTA 4 for bikes were just not good. With this bike, we get tight handling, responsive braking. I would say acceleration is pretty solid as well. Top speed is okay, 110 miles an hour. I can't really complain with a chopper like this. The design inspiration is what's unique though. It's based on the Harley Davidson Breakout as well as some Billy Lane choppers, and the innovation kind of gives me this vibe of like a classic aesthetic, but obviously like really good performance for a bike. If you want to pick up this bike for yourself, $92,500 purchase price. Next up, this right here is the Western Wolfsbane. This is the bike that I used to compare so many others to in this game. This is like the most classic example of a motorbike possible. Maybe not necessarily in the look. I mean, it does look pretty cool and classic as well, but just in the handling and performance. Average top speed, acceleration's really good, handling's awesome. This bike is also able to maintain its traction really well off-road, considering it's not a dirt bike, so that's kind of interesting as well. It doesn't suffer from any wheel spin, it doesn't really lose control. It's a pretty decent choice for making getaways, especially if you take it off-road. The only downside is it just has a bad turning radius, but only at a lower speed. If you're going fast, it's just fine. You can weave in and out of traffic, but if you're just trying to like make a hairpin turn, if you were driving around the interior of the LS car meet, you may have some complaints about the Wolfsbane. But at $95,000, you can't really pass it up. Here at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport car dealership and this in-game vendor for the week in GTA. Let's check out the vehicles we have on offer. Some of them are rare and removed, featured back in the game for a limited time only, and some others, you know, are just pretty solid. You want to pick them up. So let's start off checking out this one. I love this paint job here. This is the Volcar Warner, not the Volcar Warner HKR, just the normal one. You get pretty impressive acceleration and a high top speed, especially within the sedans category, considering this is sort of like an older retro style vehicle, but you got to be careful with the handling because you get a ton of torque with this car. You probably will spin out if you're not careful. It's pretty responsive. It's very quick to stop because the brakes are good. It's lightweight. It's got terrible crash deformation, and so durability is a concern. You definitely got to throw on some armor upgrades, but if you do want to pick it up, you can get it for $120,000 this week. Next up, the Dinka Veris. Now, this looks like a normal utility ATV, like a UTV, but this is one of the heaviest ATVs in the game. It's pretty cool, actually, because acceleration is just whatever. Good turning radius. You do need bulletproof tires because of those exposed tires. It's not going to be a top choice for racing, but it's got really good durability, and here's kind of like a humorous little fun fact, detail, Easter egg, whatever. You can actually get a traction boost if you add a spoiler option to this quad, and you basically get saddlebags on the back. You could add the saddlebag option that's classified in the game as a spoiler. That's going to give you improved traction and higher downforce at speed with this vehicle. Everyone is calling me today. Holy crap. Let's check out the price, $233,900. Next up, the Dundreary Landstalker XL. I absolutely love this thing. It's a massive SUV. Obviously, it's inspired by the Lincoln Navigator, as well as, you know, probably like a, I don't know what generation Chevy Suburban, but what was it, 2013 to 2017-ish? Moderate performance, really good off-road capability despite this being a full-size vehicle, solid damage resilience, a surprisingly small turning radius. I mean, look at the wheelbase of this thing and look at the overall length of this vehicle. That is a cargo ship of a vehicle in terms of size. It's insane, but obviously good turning radius. It's so the point I'm getting at here is it's very maneuverable. Now, I need to buy this. I was supposed to already own it. You can get it for $1,239,380. I don't know why I don't have this in my nightclub garage. I should have had it already. And I think it's supposed to, let's just throw it in B3. I think my trucks are supposed to be in B2, SUVs in B3. I already made this like all blacked out with black rims and like tinted windows. you know, mafia style. I don't know what happened to it. It must have like deleted itself or something. I know I didn't delete it. I wouldn't have deleted this thing. Either way, the Invitero Coquette Blackfin up next. Impressive acceleration, solid top speed, handling that's going to surpass many other muscle cars in this game. It's not going to be the fastest, but it's still pretty good for taking like sharp turns and racing on tracks with lots of corners. It also has a great engine sound and exhaust note. It's absolutely beautiful. It's based on a mix of cars like the 1956 to 1957, as well as 1961 and 1962 Chevrolet Corvette. You get some Nash Healey vibes, as well as some elements mixed in of the Austin Healey 3000 as well. Finally, the Hijack Rustin. Also, wait, let's check out the price. Almost forgot about that. $695,000 purchase price. I like driving this over the Coquette D1, which is essentially kind of supposed to be the same thing, but I like this one better. This is the older little brother, I guess you can consider it, with the D1 Coquette that was added with bottom dollar bounties last year. Either way, up next, the Hijack Rustin. This is styled and designed after the Vol 05. You get, obviously, because it's super lightweight, you get really quick acceleration, super agile in the corners. It's sturdy enough and surprisingly resilient if you crash, despite this thing looking like it's made out of tinfoil. I mean, it's like all carbon fiber, pretty sure. Open top design, which is unique, just like the SM722, but you know, you're probably just going to get headshotted if you drive in a public lobby because you're so exposed. You're super vulnerable to gunfire. Performance in races is just okay. Despite this thing being lightweight and agile, you still have like insufficient traction in my opinion, which is kind of disappointing for a vehicle like this. Like this would be a fun little track car to take to the track on the weekends, you know, except you can't really do that because you're just going to spin out all the time. Purchase price is $437,050. If you guys are watching this update video and update guide here on Thursday, September the 18th, of course, this is the location of the gun van. We are up here in a back alleyway of Paleto Bay. So here's the location on the map. And when it comes to the gun van stock and selection, let's check it out because we have some good opportunities. Starting off, the baseball bat is featured here. This is a free item that you can get from the gun van this week. We also have the knife. The stun gun is another free item. This is definitely something you need for the bail office and completing the bounties, whether they're the standard free roam or of course the most wanted targets. So make sure you pick this up. This is awesome that it's free for the week. The combat shotgun is 40% off right here. The railgun is going to be 40% off for GTA Plus members, but the railgun's worth it at full price anyway. If you don't have GTA Plus, just buy it. This is an extremely important weapon. Stun gun is good for securing bounty targets. The railgun's good for taking down aircraft, pursuing aircraft, stuff like that if you don't have the, you know, explosive rounds in your heavy sniper Mark II. We also have the heavy rifle featured here, the compact grenade launcher, the pump shotgun, as well as the switchblade. I haven't seen this many weapons featured at the gun van in a while. This is a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We are going to be wrapping everything up right here. So if you guys did go on to enjoy it and you found the information helpful, make sure you guys drop a like on today's video. Of course, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you are new and you want to see more GTA Online content just like this. I daily upload GTA every single day of the week with some Red Dead Online thrown in between as well. Also, feel free to check out my Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardous HDTV for more GTA Online money grinding live streams. Also, I daily shorts post on YouTube Shorts, TikToks, and I also post some Instagram Reels and Facebook videos as well if you want to check out some short form news, information, tips, tricks, guides, updates, leaks, and more. And yes, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow with the brand new GTA Online weekly update money guide. We have some excellent opportunities. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys then. Adios, amigos.